specifically to people that are trying to transition from customer service to customer success. So if you've been working as a customer service rep, customer service representative, customer support specialist, or customer support assistant, or whatever it is, but you are in a customer facing role, I want to speak specifically to you right now. I know you've tried to do everything in your power to actually land a job, and you've not been able to do that. So I want to how I've been able to help my students to transition, especially those coming from customer support, customer care, customer representative, customer service role, how I've been able to help them transition smoothly into customer success. I'm going to share that with you today, and I'll be sharing my 5P framework that I usually take my students through. So if you are here, you can just say, hi, my name is Gloria, by the way. I am a customer success manager, an award-winning customer success manager with over 10 years in the space. If you go through my page right now, you see several awards, and also I've been able to help people transition into customer success and not just teach them per se, but help them land international roles, remote roles that they can earn better and do better with their time and with their lives, right? So that is what I do. And you can just introduce yourself. Just let me know where you are joining me from, and we'll pick it up from there. All right. So like I said, I want to speak to you if you are from customer service rep right now. And if you are there, you probably have been trying to do a lot of things. Somebody sent me a message on LinkedIn the other day, and I was like, okay, Gloria, what am I doing wrong? I've been trying to transition to customer success. I have over 5 years experience as a customer service personnel, and I've not been able to do that. What am I doing wrong? And many people also have that same question, like, okay, what am I doing wrong? I'm applying, I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to watch YouTube videos and all. That is actually the problem you are having. You are trying to do it all at the same time, and that is so wrong. So today, it's all about strategy. I'll tell you, it's not just about doing what every other person is doing, and most people think it's just luck, but then you have to be strategic about it. All right, if you're transitioning, if you want to transition, you need to be strategic about it. What do I mean by that? You need to follow like a system. Don't just wake up and you're shooting. You know, imagine you want to kill, a hunter goes to the farm, and all they start shooting their gun to just make sure, or hopefully they catch a deer or something, right? So it's not usually that. It's not usually that. So please, that's why I'm going to share that with you right now. The framework I use to help my students, especially those transitioning from customer service to customer success. Hi, Adenike. Oh, good to meet you. Also, customer support specialist. Okay, yeah. Can we know the difference between customer success and customer support? Okay, that's a very fantastic question, and I've dealt with that like so many times here, but then I will indulge you today. So when you say customer support, all you are trying to do is supporting a customer, and by that I simply mean you're working, let's say you're working as a customer. For you now, what you do is maybe you go to the office or you work remotely. Once you open your laptop, you're probably going to get customers sending you tickets, all right, complaints, issues, inquiries, and things like that. And all you do is try to respond to them, sometimes escalate the issues internally and try to solve that. And that simply means you are being reactive. You are reacting to what customers are doing. You don't have any form of ownership. Like, you can just wake up and like, oh, customers are saying my house is burning, and you are trying to like, okay, where do I do this, right? But when you talk about customer success, it's more strategic. Before any customer even approach me, I already have a framework, all right? So if a customer, and I'll talk about that later, the SaaS environment and all. So if I have a customer today, let's say a new customer just come to me, maybe through sales handoff and all I'm going to do is I already have a framework, I have a system, I have a playbook I use to manage that relationship. The first thing I'm going to do is onboarding. For if you're in support, you probably don't know most of your customers, or you're not in contact with your customers, right? But for customer success, you know every of your customers, and you are interacting with them either digitally or physically, or depend on how you want it to be, right? So you know your customers, you know what they want to achieve. For your customers, if you are in support right now, probably if you're in a big organization, you're dealing with over 1,000 tickets per day. Of course, I used to be in support, and tickets were just coming in, and I don't really care much about the customers, right? All I do is tactical, right? But when you come to customer success, is more systematic. So any customer that comes to me, I'm going to specifically onboard them. And by onboarding in customer success is also very different. I teach that in my course. We had a session about that like 3 weeks ago. and everyone was really surprised that, oh, there's what we call kickoff and things like that. So that is majorly it. The customer success is more strategic and it's proactive. All right, you have everything about your customer mapped out and how you're going to help them. And we have like a specific onboarding, you have an adoption system, you have what's it called, retention system already mapped out. Okay, before they come, like, okay, this customer is coming, this is what I want her to do. Sometimes you personalize it if it's your priority customers, and sometimes if it's low ticket, then you just have like a system, like a playbook where they just go through. All right, so that is like one of the things that it does. But for customer support, of course, you wait for customers to maybe ask a question, inquire about something, and you do that. And sometimes you can even go further to be more strategic by all the questions they ask. You try to collate them and try to build something from there for it, right? So that is what customer support, customer success is about. All right, hope that helps, and thank you so much for asking that question. So yeah, I was saying, if you want to transition from customer support to customer success right now, or from customer service to customer success, what should you do? And I want to teach you my 5P framework that I use for my students. The first thing is you need to do is not to start applying for jobs. Don't do that. You're going to get burnt out, and you, at the end of the day, you not want to be a customer success manager, because you're probably going to get bombarded, confused, and things like that. The first thing you should do is my first P, that is purpose. What is the purpose? Why are you trying to transition? Why do you want to move? All right, some people are moving, maybe you are burnt out right now, you want to move to a more flexible environment, right? So that's a good reason. Your reason, your why has to be solid. Else, once push comes to shove, you are going to run away. And that's why most people don't actually get the job they want and things like that. All right, so you need to know your why. What is the purpose why you want to move? If you want to move, maybe because flexible environment, less toxic environment, of course. And it's also good if you want to move because of money. Who doesn't like money? All right, so but you need to know that this is why you want to move. Don't move because others are moving and everybody is talking about, oh, tech. That is going to it won't get you anywhere. So the first thing you need to learn or know how to like draft right now, if you are in that space, you want to transition to tech and you don't know what to do, the first thing is like, okay, why? I don't want it to be because every other person is doing it, right? Do it because you know your why. For me, I knew why I wanted. I wanted to scale faster. I wanted to be in a very fast-paced environment and earn better. That was my why, and I stuck with it, right? So you need to also know your why and stick with it. And once you know your why, the next thing you need to do is positioning. Positioning is so important, and positioning is not really about you. Positioning is, how do I put it? Like, how do you want people to perceive you? If somebody that is hiring for a customer success manager sees your post on LinkedIn, sees your post on X, what are they going to do? Is it going to communicate that to them? Is it going to communicate value to them? So positioning is so important, all right? Your experience, you already have the transferable skills, right? You have the communication skills, problem solving skills, and things like that. You need to leverage on that and build it into your experience on LinkedIn and how you just generally positioning yourself on LinkedIn. All right, I talk about positioning almost every time because it's so vital to you transitioning to customer success. Because if you're not able to position yourself well, people are not going to take you seriously. All right, and at the end of the day, it seems you are doing so much and you're getting so little. All right, that is the kind of image you want to like start presenting. You know, when you were customer service, you were just laid back and things like that. But now that you want to transition to customer success, how do you present yourself? What are the events you go to? Like that, things like that are very important. So what comes to mind when I see you, when I see your post on LinkedIn, when I see your profile on LinkedIn, what am I thinking about? I'm like, okay, wow, this person has the experience, the communication skills are there, and things like that. So it's very important that you start positioning yourself, all right? Have a specific narrative. If you come to my LinkedIn, I want you to know that, oh, Gloria is a customer success manager, is also a leader, and is also somebody that is passionate about what she is doing. That is what I want you to know. So you right now, once you have decided that, oh, the purpose you want to come to customer success, once you have determined that, the next thing is for you to start positioning yourself. All right, and please don't do it just anyhow, because just do it the way I'm saying it. The first thing is understand your purpose. The second thing you need to do is now positioning yourself. how do people perceive you? All right, how do you, if somebody is hiring, how are they going to like perceive you? So you now start the impression you have on people about, maybe let's say on your profile, on your CV, things like that. When you go to events, what kind of events do you go to now? So you need to like also start from there. So that's the second thing you need to do. And the third thing you need to do, that this is where the work starts. You need to start preparing yourself. Preparation is so important to you becoming a customer success manager, right? And by preparation, I mean you need to start learning the fundamentals. If you're still like you've been trying to transition to customer success, let's say in the last 1 year, and you're still asking what is the difference between customer success and customer service and things like that, you're not really going to get so far, right? Because you're still not clear. You're still not clear. But if you're trying to transition and you start learning the fundamentals, what is customer success? What is onboarding? Who are the people, the companies, the startups that hire people, that hire customer success managers? So that way you're getting clarity, not just you trying to like, okay, they say, make we go tech or make our also come tech like that. All right. So instead of doing that, start preparing yourself. All right. And most people get this wrong because they try to do that on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is a great place for you to learn, but customer success, because everybody is talking from their own like different angles and different opinion, it may not help you so much, and at the end of the day, it may actually leave you very confused. So I usually tell somebody, if you're transitioning right now, I tell people, if you're transitioning and you have the funds and you have the leverage, look for a mentor in the space, that somebody that is actually doing the work. All right, not just somebody that's so, and also you take courses, like direct courses. And please, when you're taking courses in customer success, don't take all those certifications, because at the end of the day, you are learning to get certified, not really what will help you what will move the needle. At the end of the day, I've seen people take certification courses, and at the end of the day, they're like, okay, so where do I start? But take a course that will direct, like, okay, now that you're here, I'll move you here. And I have a course like that, Switch to Tech as a Customer Success Manager. It helps you, beginners like you, move from wherever you are, sales, customer service, marketing, banking, retail, and things like that, to becoming a full-time customer success manager. And then also we have a bonus where we help you land an international remote role, all right, through our 30 days job challenge. So back to what I was talking about. Yeah, so preparation is so important for you. Learn all the things you need to know. Don't just wake up. You've been trying to transition and you're still asking what is customer success, what is the difference? Yeah, it may be like you have questions, but then does it really help you? No, now if you've been trying to transition, let's say for over 1 year, 6 months, you should already know that, okay, this is why I want to transition. This is what customer success is. This is what customer service is, and things like that. You need to be very, learn the fundamentals. Don't just wait till interview or till you land your first role before you start learning about customer success. The way to stand out right now is for you to know your onions. All right, you are able to merge your previous experiences now to what you want to do. All right, so if you're coming from customer service, I'll know how my communication skills, how I can use that or leverage that to become a customer success. Don't wait till you get your first role before you now start learning. We don't have so much, before now I'll tell you, okay, yeah, there's space for you to actually learn on the job. But right now, with so many layoffs, we have experts and senior leaders in the space that are ready to take peanuts. So the competition is actually very stiff right now if you're transitioning. Yes, is it impossible? No, it's not impossible, but then you need to put in the work, and that is you need to actually prepare yourself, learn the fundamentals. So I've talked about 3 different P's right now. If you are transitioning, you need to know the purpose why you want to transition. Is it for the money? Is it for the flexibility? So that sometimes if your children go to school and you don't see them, you want a job that probably gives you the time and all those things to be able to see them, take care of them, and also earn better, right? Then the second thing I talk about is positioning. You can't do without. Now that you want to move to customer success, it should reflect that on your social media, on your CV, and things like that. Start talking to people about it and position yourself as, oh, I'm transitioning, I understand customer success, and this is what I want to do long term. And the third thing I talked about is preparation. You need to prepare yourself for the first job, for your first role. How do you do that? By learning the fundamentals. If you have any question about what we are discussing. I'm teaching you right now the 5 frameworks, the 5 key frameworks I use to help my students, especially those transitioning from customer service, from customer support to customer success, because they already have the fundamental speak and easier to talk than when you now like do the work. Most people like they know how to, like, customer success is this, onboarding is this, retention is this, but now how do you implement that in a real job environment? How do you do this? Practice, practice, practice. That's how you build confidence. Confidence is not you from learning. The best way I can tell you to build your confidence as a CSM is practice, 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 practice. Learn how to use some tools. Learn how to do some things. How do you onboard a customer in a SaaS environment? How do you map out your customer's journey from, let's say, wherever they are to achieving their goal? What are the core metrics and how do you get there? How do you measure customer health score and how do you even draft that? So you need to also start practicing already. Don't wait till you have your first interview and they're asking you questions and you don't know. That would be so terrible, right? So it's always very good that you are ready. These days I tell people you have one opportunity or one chance to actually prove yourself during an interview. All right. Before now, you have like several interviews in a row and you're like, okay, if you don't take me, another person will. But right now, the competition is still, the market is really very hard. So you have that one chance you're going to have. Make it count. Make it count. So you need to practice and get very good at it. And the last thing I'll say about this framework, the last P is for you to be persistent. Like persistent. Consistently show up. It's not like, oh, Gloria, I've done all these things and now I have not seen it. I've been here for 2 months. No, the people who win are people that continuously show up. So the 5P, the 5th P is for you to be persistent. Once you have done the basics, the other things I said, then you need to keep at it until you get to your desired goal. While you're currently working as a support person or customer service person, keep putting yourself out there. Keep building on that. That is how you win. That is how you win. That is how you win. So let's have a recap of what I said. If you're switching to tech from customer service, customer support right now, use these 5 Ps framework that I use for my students to actually get yourself a role. The first thing is understand the purpose you are transitioning. Don't be like every other person. Oh, they are running to tech, make I go there to take money. No, understand your why. If it's for the money, that is also good. The second thing is understanding positioning. You need to start positioning yourself on your CV, on your LinkedIn, everywhere, so that people can actually find you. All right. Your experience is more transferable than you think. You already have some core skills. Leverage on those things and start building on that. The third thing I talk about is preparation. Preparation is simply you learning the fundamentals. All right. If you're still asking what is customer success, what is customer support, what is the difference, how do they come together, then you're on a long thing, right? The fourth I talked about is practice, practice, practice. Every other person, people may be average, but now you need to prove yourself. So practice the tools. Practice the various scenarios. Have case studies ready. So you have when you go for an interview, they are asking you how have you helped a customer succeed? How do you manage this? How have you developed onboarding a playbook? Then you are ready to talk about it. Don't wait till your first interview to I need to know this. No, now I'm telling you. And the last P is for you to be persistent. People that win are people that consistently show up. You need to show up because you know your why. It's not, sometimes I've seen people land their customer success that want to hire you because of you already have the fundamental skill set. All right, you don't need all those things to become a customer success manager. What you need is your problem solving skills, your communication skills, your relationship building, and learning how to position yourself. That is what you need. All right, and also understand how you create value as a customer success manager. It's not just responding to customers, right? You are bringing value, and right now we are shifting. Customer success is shifting to retention and value realization. All right, so you need to understand how your role impacts the business outcome. So it's not just business as usual where you are going to be nice, you're going to be kind. No, right now we are moving to ROIs. How does my role bring in money? So you need to be able to like understand the business value, business outcome of your role. So that is where it's going. So you need to also leverage on that. So yeah, tech is changing, and tech is changing people's life, and the best way to actually do it is now. If you are in a position and you want to take my course, you should get it right now. Get it all. Send me a DM and we'll talk about it. The Switch to Tech as a Customer Success Manager online course is a beginner program. Like if you don't know what you're doing and you want to transition faster, you don't want to waste time, you don't want to waste resources, you should just get in on the course and just get started. I currently have a cohort that we are running. We are currently in the fourth week, and it's been amazing. The feedback has really been good. So if you want to do that, it's also good. And I also have mentorship programs. So you can just check on my bio, or even send me a DM and I'll send you the link for you to just see what if you have any. And for now, my name is Gloria Michael, an award-winning customer success manager. I am here to help you succeed, help you transition to customer success without wasting time, without wasting money, and being the best you can and living the best life you can. All right, that's all I have for you today. Do you have any question for me? Do we have any question at all? If you have any question, feel free to ask me right now. Else, we can just call it a day, and I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time, and thank you for joining me. Let me know in the comments if this has been valuable for you. Let me know in the comment, or wherever you're seeing this from. Let me know if this has been valuable for you, so I can create something like this that will help you transition smoothly and faster. All right, have a wonderful day. Gloria Michael here. Bye for now.